Good afternoon, aviators. I'm Maddox.
And I'm Sophia.
And these are your afternoon announcements. Lunch and Learn is an event in the Learning Commons where guests can come in to discuss a topic students can learn about during their lunchtime. The next one is February 10th. If you're interested in attending, send an email to Mrs. Kinzer.
Diversity Night will be held on February 16th from 6 to 7 in the AHS Auditorium. This will feature the Alliance High School Choirs, Lutheran East High School Choirs, AHS Drama and Musical Theater class, and Alliance High School Social Justice team.
There will be a hot chocolate bar for students during their academic coaching period next week. Stay tuned for more details about how to get some.
There will be no school February 20th in observance of President's Day.
The science fair took place Wednesday. Students participated in the fair and were judged in the aux gym. Here's some more on that.
Hi, I'm Eli Chuna, and today we're going to be checking out the science fair. Tell me about your project.
We did a natural water filter made of natural resources.
That sounds like it was hard.
It wasn't. It's pretty simple. It's just pebbles, sand, cotton balls, water, stuff like that.
The students that participated in Science Fair this year were really very good kiddos, and they worked super hard on their projects. I think that one of the things that really stands out as well about their projects is they were things that they had an interest in.
So you were a judge today, am I right?
Yes, I was.
All right, how did that go? Did you have fun?
Oh, sure. I always have fun. I've been doing this for years, and I enjoy it very much.
They seemed to enjoy what they were doing, and so did the judges. Judges seemed like they were having fun, and the teachers seemed like they were enjoying themselves too. 1 second. Anyone want to be interviewed? We got one.
And now here's Carter Lewis with this week's Athlete of the Week.
Good afternoon, aviators. Today we are doing Athlete of the Week with this week's Athlete of the Week, Madden Thompson, varsity girls wrestler. And we're just going to get to know a little bit about her and find out why she wrestles and some of her favorite things about the sport. So Madden, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm not too bad. So our first question up on this lineup will be, when and how did you start wrestling?
My 8th grade year, I was hearing more and more about girls wrestling on boys' teams, and I was nervous to join, so I was just like watching a lot of videos and things like that, and I came across one of Anthony Robles. He's a national champion, and he's missing a leg, and I thought, like, if he can wrestle, anybody can wrestle. Yeah. And then I joined my freshman year.
Mm-hmm. That's a great mentality to have. If he can, why can't I? You know. What about wrestling are you most passionate about?
I love the mental challenge. It pushes me every day. I think every day I'm in the mat, I get better and better. So
it's been a long school year, almost over, almost done with high school. What is your biggest accomplishment this school year?
Last Friday, actually, we had matchups at Northwest, and I was the very first girl on the Alliance Girls Wrestling team to hit a spladle in a match, so that was pretty sick.
Wow, could you explain what that is?
You lock one of their legs with your leg and grab their other leg with your hands and just set it back so they're kind of like a banana split.
Wow. Well, congrats. 2 more questions here. First, we have, what is the biggest difference in between boys wrestling and girls wrestling?
I went to one of the boys matches beginning of the season. It was a try meet at Girard. And immediately I could tell that like just the energy was different. I mean, anytime that I go to any girls event, there's always some like big encouraging speech by either a coach or a ref or anyone there hosting the tournament that just reminds us that we're pioneers, that we're doing great things, that we are the first girls to be doing these. So that's always nice. There's definitely a big difference in respect in the culture between women's and men's wrestling. I mean, you can dislike an opponent that you're going up against just because of how you guys wrestled last time, but there's always a big amount of respect there.
Mm-hmm. That's great. That's great that the refs and coaches do that. I personally didn't know they did that. I didn't think it was that big of a difference, but thank you for enlightening me and the audience. Last question we have here today. Just tell us about your favorite match this year.
My favorite match has to be when I just hit the spladle last Friday. That was pretty sick.
And this was this week's Athlete Interview of the Week with Madden Thompson. Now back to announcements.
Here's Eli Trina with the new Clip Talk.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no...
Hello, welcome to Clip Talk. I'm your host Eli, and today I'm going to be talking about my friend's show, Athlete of the Week. Carter's show is pretty straightforward. He interviews athletes from our school about the sports and activities that they do. He brags about all the compliments he receives, but he never really talks about the true star of the show. That's right, his editor, Elliot Lanzer, brings it all together. He takes crappy and uncooperative clips and turns them into beautiful professional interviews. In our latest Athlete of the Week, our host, Carter, doesn't even appear. He says that this new year will bring improved episodes, but we have yet to see Carter doing any more work. His questions are short and repetitive, and by the looks of it, he doesn't give his guests much time to prepare. Overall, I think he relies too much on Elliot and the potential comedy that falls short when looking at the production. And let's not forget how much he relies on too much body spray. Thanks for watching. I'm your host Eli, and we'll see you in the next episode where we cover the show that never went, Game Rate.
And here's Reppin That A.
Here's Reppin That A. Here's Reppin That A. Here's Reppin That A. Here's Reppin That A.
Here's Reppin That A.
And here's Reppin That A.
Good afternoon, aviators, and welcome to Reppin That A, the show where we recognize students who have done some outstanding acts of kindness or achievement throughout the school or our community. Up first today, we have Allie Gandy. She's a little camera shy, but I want you to hear about her. She's a freshman nominated by Mrs. Worrell for being a critical thinker. Mrs. Worrell said, by strengthening her analyzing skills, Allie earned one of the highest scores on the College Board quiz. This quiz gives students various primary sources and they must analyze to answer the questions. Way to go, Allie. All right, up next, come on up here. Bryce Zeekley, a freshman nominated by Ms. Armstead for being a caring citizen. Ms. Armstead said, Bryce is a very nice young man who helps out without asking, and he takes his time to explain wrestling to his old teacher. Fancy that, I even have my wrestling shirt on today to support you. All right, let's see who we have up next, thanks. We have Kaysen Porter, a freshman who was nominated by Mrs. Miller for being a caring citizen. Mrs. Miller said Kaysen found an air tag in the parking lot and turned it into the office because he was concerned that somebody would be looking for it, and they were. They were so happy to have it back, thinking they would never find it. Thank you, Kaysen, for being such an honest and thoughtful student. Way to rep that A. All right, thank you for watching, and now back to your announcements.
And here's Reppin That A.
Thank you for watching. I'm Maddox,
And I'm Sophia.
and we hope you have a great day.